Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today we have the review of my brand new Bachmann G2A. So I picked this up recently, very lovely loco from I think Clark Railworks. I know they have two different sort of things, one for double O gauge and one for O gauge. But obviously I picked this up from Skipton when I went away. Oh, I'm dropping the camera. I think it was around £80 I purchased this for. Absolutely lovely loco. Really like it. So we're going to run through basically the detail, give it a bit of a run, see what it's like, and give it a bit of a running session with some wagons and stuff. So this is a freight locomotive though, so that's why. And yeah, let's get to it. So we'll run through the detail right now. To start off with, it is a very well detailed logo. Obviously you can see it is just plain black. It's BR black early crest, but that's because it's a freight loco. Most of them were painted in sort of basic colours. This is a pre-grouping locomotive design from the London North Western Railway, which is more local to where I sort of am positioned in the UK. So that's sort of more local. In fact, the two railway lines that, well, the one that I live alongside and the old railway line that me and my friend Jack walked, which you'll see very soon, were both LNWR lines. So yeah. Anyway, run through the detail then for you. We'll start at the front. So it does have a die-cast running plate, which gives it in an enormous amount of weight. You can definitely see the paintwork is done exceptionally well, and the light bounces off the paintwork really well. The body is just made of plastic, as you would normally, well, as expected with most locos, but it's painted to a high standard, so you get a really nice sheen off the boiler. It's not glossy, obviously, which is good, but it's got a lovely reflective sort of light bouncing paint job. It's good. Anyway, starting at the front, we do have a set of proper sprung buffers, as you would expect with a loco of this premium, because it is an expensive model on both sides. You also have the coupling hook as well. The actual coupling itself is nice and sprung, which is quite good. We do have a little party piece. If I can get it open, there you go. Smoke box door opens. There's not much detail inside, but it's still an open smoke box door, isn't it? It's better than nothing. Close that. Then we've got lots of riveting everywhere. Separately fitted metal handrails across the side, including some other pipe work and some more moulded detail here. Lovely mould of the dome and the funnel. There's no like parting line across the top of the boiler, which is good. I think these look like metal separately fitted whistles and safety valves. I mean, they're quite sharp as well. Yeah, I think they're metal. Lovely and shiny anyway. Lots of detail overall. There's, I think, a little, there's not much, but there is some Valkyrie representation. Not a hell of a lot. It is just mainly plank underneath, which this obviously is an inside cylinder loco, as you can see. So it would be a bit better if they were painted a different colour. It would help, but they're not. But it's not the end of the world. The wheels are actually really nice. You can see, you may be able to notice that this axle here is a blind axle, which means it's got no flange. Unlike the 9F, that's probably only in model form. I don't really know much about the prototypes, and I don't really know if it says anything about the prototypes having the blind axle. If you do know if they did have the blind axle in real life, please comment below. But I don't 100% know, so I can't say for sure. But obviously, having a blind axle will make it corner better, because this is quite a short wheelbase and it's 8 wheels, so there's not much space for manoeuvring. So it can do second radius curves, even though it does have 8 wheels, 8-wheel drive, which is pretty crazy, and no like bogies or anything. 080 is a really, really unique wheel configuration, and I really like it. Anyway, working towards the back, you do have the running number printed very nicely, 49287. Then you've got the 7F strength classification printed there, which is absolutely enormous for a loco of this age. Then you do have lot more riveting all around the side of the cab and on top of the cab roof itself. More separately fitted pipework and moulded pipework everywhere. Little bits and bobs here. That's quite fragile actually. And then you've got this lovely thing. I don't know what. All the extra bits and bobs. It's nice. And then you do have a painted cab. It's not like they've not gone to town with it, but it's still pretty decent. I mean, you've got all this. You don't have like gauges fully represented, but you do have like the regulator and stuff all nicely separately fitted. So it is a nice cab. The floor, you don't have the wooden floor that you do in City of Truro, unfortunately, but it's still decent. The tender is a lovely tender. You do have the separately fitted metal work around here. Coal, which is separately fitted, but but I have been unable to get that out. But it's one of Bachmann's shiny coals, as you would expect from Bachmann. Lots of riveted detail all over. All the just standard moulded work is moulded exceptionally well. The detail on the axle, well, where the axles are, and basically the chassis is very nice. Printed nicely. Going around to the back, you do have more separately fitted lamp irons and all the rivets and set of sprung buffers also, and the other couple of hooks, so you could actually fit some proper hooks to this if you wanted to. Yeah, so I've sort of slightly rushed through it. I don't want to keep you too long, but yeah, you are getting a detailed loco if you buy one of these. Very well put together, really good quality loco, and yeah, really well detailed as well. Definitely worth a purchase if you can find one for less than 100 quid. I don't know whether it's worth like a ridiculous amount of money because it is just plain black freight locomotive, but if you can find one for a decent price like I did, definitely get one. But we will now put it onto the track and give it its first run. So here it is then, the gorgeous Bachmann G2A on the track, and we're going to give it a run. So let's try the slow speed. If the camera would focus. That was first then. I mean, that's decent. It's very decent. We'd like to note this loco does not have tender pickups, even though there are wires going to the tender. It doesn't have any, I don't think. Which is a bit weird. Right, I change the direction. That's going forwards. Look at that. It's actually not stuttering or speeding up and slowing down. It's pretty decent. Lovely and smooth, lovely and quiet. It's a good runner. It's a good runner. So, I will attach some freight to this thing, and then we will see it run around for a short while before I conclude this video. So here it is then. The lighting has gone absolutely shocking, but that's the joys of filming in the evening in a conservatory with glass windows and a stupid bright light. Anyway, here it is with a small-ish freight train. But it's not ridiculously big, but it's not ridiculously small either. It's just a nice size. We're going to run the G2A for you now, so you can see what it's like. It is smooth, dead quiet, and obviously very powerful. So let's do this. So then that is it, the lovely Bachmann G2A. And I'm really pleased with this loco. It's lovely, genuinely just lovely, but it also runs really well. And yeah, I'm happy to have another big freight loco. Now, the only other proper big freight loco I have is a 28XX. Now, I know I've got Evening Star, which is a 9F, but it's a bit more passenger-y than freight because obviously of its significance, the fact that it was built to pull like special trains, really, not just freight. So, I mean, it is a freight loco, but I usually don't run it with freight. Like in terms of model form, this is probably going to be the main workhorse when it comes to pulling big freight trains. And the 28XX is DCC fitted, but I don't have a DC controller. I need to get. Hang on. It's DCC fitted, and I don't have a DCC controller. I think that's what I was meant to say. I've only got DC controllers now. It does work, it's fine, but I do need to get one eventually. So yeah, lovely loco though. It is a bit bigger than this, and that's also my other pre-grouping freight loco. And then my other freight steam locomotive is the J50. So I've got the J50, the 9F, this, and the 28XX. Now I'm very pleased to have another super detailed, good quality, beautiful pre-grouping freight locomotive in the collection. There will be quite a few more coming very soon, hopefully. But anyway, I don't know. I'm just rambling now. What am I going to say? Yeah. Anyway, so what are your thoughts on G2A? Hope you like it. Obviously, I will try and make sure that the next videos, firstly, are in the daytime, and secondly, I can actually be bothered filming them. No, I'm joking. But I will make sure they're in the daytime. But to be honest, in the winter, they're probably not going to be. So the lighting is going to be absolutely rubbish. But that cannot be helped. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and dealing with my really poor inability to hold a camera straight as well. And make sure to subscribe if you like the channel content. Put the notification bell on, and so that you're alerted when I make a new upload. And I'll see you very soon for some more railway content. I do have some extra really cool stuff coming soon, but it'll be around a month and a bit till the next loco review. I think so. But there are some locos on the horizon. I can't say what they are, but there are some locos coming very soon. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon.